Hello, this is Joshua. Registration number UR14CS123. So this is the seventh experiment in dbms. So in this experiment, we'll be dealing with PL/SQL programming, and basically we'll be creating functions and procedures. So a function is a subprogram which returns a value, and a procedure is a subprogram that is performed on result of an action. So PL/SQL stands for Programming Language and Structured Query Language. So the first program here, we're supposed to create a procedure that will access the product ID from the user if it is supplied by the supplier and display the status. So first of all, the syntax to create a procedure is create or replace procedure, name of the procedure P1, X in. So when in is used, the value will be passed from the outside, and when out is used, the parameter will be used to return a value outside the procedure. So then we say begin. After begin, we use a command in order to get the product ID. Select distinct product ID. So product IDs won't be repeated into PID from the table name where the product ID is equal to X. So if the product ID is equal to X, that is the input, then we print product is supplied. Else we print product is not supplied. So and you end the if statement and end the PL/SQL program. And then you declare, and these are where you declare the variables. An, that's the first variable, and begin. So in the function p1, we pass an input 2000 is a product ID, and we get the output that product 2000 is supplied. Moving on to the second procedure to calculate total price for the product that has been supplied. So first we create a procedure p2 x in, that's an input, out, that will be passed outside the procedure, another one out. Then select this. Then we use SQL query. Select distinct price into P from order quantity, that's a table name, where the product ID is equal to, given using a subquery here, product ID from the table name supplies where the supply ID is equal to X, that's the input. Then the second query, select distinct the column name into QU, that is what we declared here, from the table name where SID, that's the supply ID, is equal to the input. Then we print total price is equal to P into QU. So that's the procedure part. Now coming to the declaration part, we declare two variables. First one number, the second one number, and then we begin the execution P2. S1 is the first thing, and then PR and Q. Then when we calculate PR and Q, we get the output as 75,000. And moving on to the third, we have to write a procedure which increases the quantity of the ordered product. It accepts an order ID and quantity to be increased. You are using the order ID. So first we got to create a procedure raise quantity and pass in the parameters, and then we begin, and we given the SQL query. So select distinct the column name into one of the variables from the table name where the order ID is equal to O, and then we display the present quantity as Q1, and then we update the order quantity after we display this as Q1 plus Q where the order ID is O. Then again we select order quantity into Q1 for the order quantity where order ID is equal to 0. Then we print the updated quantity as Q1. After the procedure is created, then we got to declare variable Q2 and begin the function raise quantity, and we pass in the parameters, we get the output. The present quantity is 30 and the updated quantity is 40. So moving on to the fourth question, we got to write a PL/SQL function named status to return a value supplied if the product number passed to it is available in the supply table. So the product ID of a particular product is present in the supply table, it should return supplied or else not supplied. So first we create a function. The syntax to create a function starts just like a procedure. Create a replace function space the name of the function, and then you give in the parameters PID in variable character 2, and you return the variable character 2 is, you declare the two variables, A as variable character of length 30, B as variable character of length 30. Then you create a cursor here. You create a cursor and then the cursor's name is BR. And then you put the query. Select distinct column name from the table name supplies where product ID is equal to PID. Begin the begin and open and fetch the cursor into B. Now if the product ID is equal to B, then A will be supplied, else A will not be supplied. Then you end the if statement and return whatever the value of A is and end is. And then in the execution part, you declare a variable C, variable character of length 30, and begin the execution. And C will be status, that's the function's name, and you pass 2000. And then you print C. Then you see the product has been supplied. Now the fifth one, we got a function to return the product name when the product ID is passed as an argument. So first of all, we create a function f1 and pass in PID as an in variable character 2, and return variable character 2 is PD. We declare another variable character of length 20. And then we begin by passing in an SQL query, select product description into PD, that's the variable which we have declared here, from the table name product where the ID is equal to P underscore ID, and then you return PD and end. And then once the function has been created, in the declaration part we declare a variable A of length 20, and then we begin and we pass in 2000 into the function f1 and assign it to A, and then we print A. And so here we get the office check. Now the sixth question, we got to write the PLSQL function to return the maximum quantity ordered by the customers. So first of all, we create a function f2 and we return a number is, and here we declare a number named q, and then we begin by passing the select SQL query. So the SQL query here is select space max ordered quantity, that's the highest number in the ordered quantity column, into q, that is what we declared here, from the table name order quantity, and you return whatever q is. And then in the declaration part we declare a number a, and then we begin the function by using this a colon f2, and whatever the output is we display. Thank you.